The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Darren Alfonso, a Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Into the box now, Matt Schaefer, and their runners at the corners now. Here now the 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Casado has a read on it, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Stepping up to the plate, Rico Casado. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On a line to shortstop. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team's starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
At the plate, Curtis Jackson. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Hit in the air out toward left. Casado waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. At the plate, Chris Cardenas. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. Two out, nobody on. Popped him up. Haas has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. The Fisher Cats are out in front, 2-0. Now to the plate, Merle Malaki. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Into the box now, Billy Dill, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Casado sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rico Casado.
Rico Casado.
First pitch coming. Here it is. takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
There goes the runner, and he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. The Fisher Cats lead it 2-0. So digging in now, Darren Garvey comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Casado giving chase. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Digging in once again, Rico Casado. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. The Fisher Cats are out. Ready for another chance? Alexi Ferreira. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Haas backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. So striding forward now, Colin Pulliam.
Third baseman, Colin Pulliam.
The 1-2. Lifted in the air out to left field. Casado has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Fisher Cats lead it 2-0. Now batting, Rico Casado. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Casado.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
The shortstop.
Diggs over at second. Casado on at first with 2 down. High in the air out towards shallow right. Ferreira moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
4-2 the final score tonight. New Hampshire jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Darren Alfonso takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Fisher Cats.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. The Fisher Cats look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Corey Hippern gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now at the plate, Colin Pulliam comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Casado has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Ready now, Rico Casado, and you can see great numbers over the past few games.
Rico Casado.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Nice adjustment by the batter right there. You cannot fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through, and this one the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Raymond Coe, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a pickoff play at second and a dive, but he's back in. The 2-2. Popped up. Garvey is there. 2 down. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. Stepping into the box, Curtis Jackson. He drew a walk his first time up.
Jackson.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Casado is after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rico Casado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Come on, get there,
short,
get there.
hit hard, backhanded. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th. Striding into the box, Dave Lawrence. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced?
Digging in, Rico Casado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This is foul for the first strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. 1 run scores. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw. but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
Shot weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in, Carlo Barrios. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Stepping into the box, Billy Dill.
Now batting, shortstop, Billy Dill.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Fisher Cats are out in front, 7-1. Digging in now, Rico Casado. He singled his last time up.
Rico Casado.
First pitch of the at-bat. Driven nicely into the gap. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-1 ball game.
You squared up on that sucker.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Now batting,
Standing in, Raymond Coe.
Raymond Coe.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Sliced hard on the ground. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. Casado rounds third and is digging for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Row. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back standing. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Ramirez is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out. The relay. And they get the double play at third. Now at the plate, Curtis Jackson. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Casado will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So coming to the plate, Billy Dill. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Shortstop, Billy Dill.
Hit in the air out to left. Casado is over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
8-3 is today's final. The Fisher Cats used a nice 5th. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes. Striding in, Rico Casado is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. From the stretch.
Come on.
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Settling in now, Rico Casado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pierce is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Coming to the plate now, Tim Perez.
Now batting, shortstop.
Nido on third. Grubb at second with one away. Belted high in the air out to left. Casado going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, and a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Right fielder.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Carlos Villafuerte. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Casado going back on it, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
The pitcher was almost out of the inning, and I think he might have taken that third out for granted. Instead, he gives up a 2-out RBI triple to make it 2-0.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Casado moves over, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no error. Standing in, Rico Casado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Line drive to left. That's in there, base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Stepping in, Raymond Coe, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. Digging in, the switch hitter, Sean Haas. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Set. Here's the 3-1. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Digging in and looking for more, David Sanchez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. Reined in. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Hey, that's great hustle right there.
Now at the plate, Rico Casado. He singled his last time up. Pitch on the way. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Digging in, Raymond Cole. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. 1-2, here it comes. Dribbled up the line. He's got to hurry. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Ready for another shot now, Rico Casado. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Casado.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's a drive out to right center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Now in the box, Raymond Cole. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Raymond Cole.
Now the 1-2 pitch.
All right,
Hit
you're
to
here.
first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday night baseball. So here's the cleanup hitter, Phillip Evans, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Phillip Evans.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Casado. 1 down.